What is up? It's your host for the hour, DJ Spectrum, putting you on the autism spectrum right here at KSYM 90.1 San Antonio College. And right now I have a guest. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, good morning, almost afternoon. I am so happy to be here. My name is Melissa Vega, and I am with News 4 in Fox San Antonio. And it is a delight to be here with you guys today, promoting this amazing pledge drive. This is a cause that is so important to me because I actually started in the radio, television, film program at Sam Houston State University, and radio is where I started. So I am a big supporter, and I hope that people that are listening this hour feel the same way and call in.
Yes, and you can call in at 210-486-5796, or you can dial it up on the computer, ksym.org. And I'm Kandy K, joining you, or Candace Robertson, who does the news. And I'm excited to be here with you because I've never got to sit in on one of your hours, DJ.
Spectrum.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm really nervous.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You know, DJ Spectrum, I don't know if everybody knows about him, but he does chop and screw, right?
Yeah, I chop and screw music.
Yeah, so like that's his forte. And today we're getting to drop in on his little action, and I hope you don't, doesn't freak you out too much, but we are here trying to make some money for this program. And like you said, Miss Vega, radio, TV, and film is important, and we need new equipment all the time because we have people like DJ Spectrum here that is learning on an actual board. Can you, this is what you use in the real life world of radio?
Yes, I mean, he is sitting right in front of me, and I see him on the big board, and this is live. And I love the fact that, we know that technology is always changing, and we always want the best and to give our students that hands-on experience, because you go from this experience into the real world, into the real world of radio and television and podcast and everything that's out there. So I love the fact that San Antonio College gives the students the ability to get that hands-on experience. So when they go to their first real job, they're able just to soar and fly.
And know what we're doing with what equipment we're using, and that's why we're doing this pledge, because we need to there's so many students that come through here, and they're all using the equipment, and they are students, so they might make a mistake and make a little break of something. And so we have this T-shirt. What do you think about our T-shirt?
I love it. Guys, for those of you, y'all are listening, so you can't necessarily see the T-shirt, but it is an amazing T-shirt. It is so colorful. It kind of has that Fiesta Loteria vibes, It has the lime green and the turquoise. And, it stands behind KSYM, Radio Matters, right there. And I guess that is the message, because radio does matter. College radio does matter. And when you call into the pledge drive at 210-486-5796, you are making a pledge. You're not only saying, okay, here's my pledge, here's my donation, here's my money, but it's more than that. You are basically saying, radio matters. I support San Antonio College. I support these future broadcasters, and I am saying that radio matters with my pledge. So that's what we're trying to do.
And for $35, that's for the minimum is $35 for this T-shirt. But you're welcome to pay, bring forth how much you feel comfortable with. But even if you just want to throw money as a pledge for us, I feel like it's really important to talk about the fact that our DJ here, he openly, and there's a lot of men and women that feel scared to talk about what's going on in their lives, but he openly talks about the fact that he's on the spectrum, and there are so many of us that are on the spectrum. My children are, I am, and you would never know. You just don't know when you're in front of somebody and that is dealing with certain things, and that's in all different arenas, but he's dealing with this and coming to class every day and being a president and accounted for, and he's over here on the board, and we wouldn't be able to do that and have that kind of open-mindedness if it wasn't for the pledges that come in to help us be able to do this, right, DJ?
Yeah, I kind of embrace being autistic because, you know, a lot of people, when you say you're autistic, they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And it's like,
Right.
I mean, yeah, sometimes it's a bad thing. It comes with negative effects. Like, I'm socially awkward. Like,
Yes.
I'm embarrassing sometimes, but, and, you know, I tend to overreact and freak out over the smallest, minute things, but, I don't know, you can't let that bring me down. I can't let that bring me down, bro. And something that really helps me, I don't know if it'll help any other autistic people out there, but I got this DJ Screw jersey for Christmas, and before I got all the compliments, it was just an instant, like, confidence boost, because, I knew what I was doing wearing the Screw jersey. I knew what I was doing. I know I'm stunting on these people.
Right. And exactly. And you're stunting on these people here on the radio station, because a lot of people wouldn't even have the courage that you have to come and do this. And I look up to you. Every time I see you, I look up to you. And I'm socially awkward. I don't know how to read social cues, you know?
Oh, yeah. I'm the same way.
Yeah. So I'm like going on, and somebody's like, well, you know, I'm really upset right now. And you're just like, what? You know what I mean? And I have no clue that they feel that way. And I'm just like, and sometimes I say things that embarrass somebody or is rude to somebody. So, you know, I'm very glad that you take the time to show us how it is done a certain way.
Yeah.
And you are unique. And I'm glad you're here with Miss Vega. And, you know, she does live. Like, you know how it's kind of, I mean, I'm surprised how well you do in a live situation and something's thrown at you, because I know that's hard. But this program helps you come out of that shell a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she does live anchor news. Miss Vega does live anchor news on Channel 4. And that's like, here's your paper. This is what just happened. Report. And you don't even get a chance to prepare sometimes, or to formulate your thoughts and make sure to edit your feelings.
Right. You know, I mean, it's just live TV, and with the live anchor desk, it's basically breaking news. This is just in, this is happening. This is what we're doing right now. And I think in the world that we live in today, you know, people are looking for that new now next, you know?
Yeah, that's
and
true.
So that's just part of it. And I think, you know, I was a student, like I had mentioned, at Sam Houston State University, and that's where we all start. We all start as students and learners. And I think, you know, just with Mr. DJ here, we all have different stories. We all have unique experiences. And I think what makes it so beautiful is that we are all able to learn. We all have that opportunity. And it's because of donors. It's because of pledge drives. It's because of people that are supporting students. At the end of the day, that's what it takes. That's what it takes to keep radio on the air, to support San Antonio College, to support the amazing students, to keep continuing to do what they do. Because, I mean, like you had mentioned, equipment breaks, something happens, or we need something else, and you know, money just doesn't grow off trees.
It doesn't. And the one thing we all have in common, no matter if you are here as a student at this school, or you're already working in the field of what we're trying to become, we are all students in life. And that is something that we all have in common. We're just living a big classroom, and we're learning lessons, and we're all students of life. So I encourage you to keep this going, keep our lights on, and go on the computer if you're at work, because I know you can't take personal phone calls. And you could do KSYM.org and make your donation. Check out our T-shirt that we have that basically looks like a comic book cover, in my opinion. And it's a radio that stimulates the mind. So your mind can always be stimulated, and we kind of represent that on our shirt here for $35 donation. We also are an official Fiesta event that's coming up on May 1st. You remember about that, DJ?
I think, yeah.
Fred Stock?
Yeah, Fred Stock.
Yeah, May 1st from 2:30 to 10 p.m.
30 to 10, yeah.
Yeah, and that is an official event. So we actually already have our Fiesta pins for $7. Yesterday, I accidentally said $10. I apologize for that, but it is $7.
$7. So see, you can make a pledge by calling 210-486-5796 and get your Radio Matters t-shirt. So pledge $35. You can get that t-shirt to wear at the official Fiesta event. And why not pair it with a medal? And you're all set to go. There you go.
And which, by the way, the medal says the same thing. Radio that stimulates the mind. And it also looks like a little comic book sticker.
I love it. There's your outfit.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. What do we have coming up next, DJ?
Coming up next, I think is I'll Be Creeping by Free.
Yes, we'll be back.
KSYM 90.1 San Antonio College Radio. I'm your host for the hour, DJ Spectrum, putting you on the autism spectrum with Candace and
Melissa Vega.
Yes, I'm so glad you joined us. This was the perfect moment for you to join us because we were just talking at the break, and you're here doing service for your community because this is community radio. This is San Antonio College Radio, and radio does matter, but San Antonio matters, and you're here doing this pledge drive so that we can raise money at 210-486-5796 or KSYM.org. And you also do a lot of service work, though. I mean, I was getting to know more about you, and I thought I was telling you, we don't actually talk about that very much, right? We don't talk about our people in the media and how we look up to them and how they actually are thinking about service as a whole. Even though you're going to go to work in a couple hours, you're on your way after this service to go to St. Vincent's. And I appreciate that type of work.
Yeah, I'm actually, we were talking, and that's what it's all about. It's about service to the community. I think we get into the jobs that we get into because we want to give back. We tell the community, okay, this is what's going on, but then also how can we help the community? I volunteer every week with St. Vincent de Paul, where we give out clothing and food and monetary assistance to people in need. And it is just such a blessing and an honor for me to be able to serve the community, because that at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about service, it's about community, it's about people helping people, and we can all do that within our day. We can all help make somebody's day better. And I'm not even talking about monetary. I'm talking about, being graceful, being kind, providing a smile. There is something that everybody can be doing today to make someone else's day brighter. Maybe it's sending a beautiful text. Maybe it's calling somebody. Maybe it's sending out a letter.
Do I get on your nerves? Can I always engage with you?
I don't know. I'm just naturally socially awkward.
Yeah, because I'm always like, every time I see him, he always seems like he makes me happy when I see him because you always have a smile. So I'm always like, Dylan, how you doing? And you're like, I'm not sure. But he still has even though he tells me that, he has a smile while he says it.
I love that. Yeah. And we also, I'm the host of Focus on South Texas. So that is a community magazine type program where we bring on a lot of nonprofits and organizations within the community. And just to give you an example, so the producer of Focus on South Texas, Monica Yanis, she actually was part of San Antonio College Radio.
Yeah.
So, that, and that's what I mean. It's like, look, she was a part of the program, and now, she is in the media, and
so your donations go to people that are making a difference, really, because if your donations didn't come here at KSYM.org for our students, think about that. You are touching people that are making a difference in the world with 501c programming. I know you do advocacy for missing people. I mean, that is a huge, huge problem that we have that we don't get to talk about a lot, but that is so important that we talk about that, and that your money, yes, we want it to go to these programs, but we also need it to come to students that will later on be in that arena to help our community. I love that about San Antonio. We're such a tight-knit community.
Yeah, and San Antonio is such a giving community. I love the fact that, you present something, okay, San Antonio, we need your help. We're doing this. And the community always shows up. No matter what it is, the community always shows up. And I love this pledge drive, and I've done this pledge drive before. And the reason I keep coming back is because I believe in the cause,
right?
Because I was once a student sitting behind the microphone saying the news at a college radio station. Not only do I believe in it, but it's greater than your donation. This is greater than I'm going to call in and make a pledge of X amount of money. It's so much bigger than that. And I think the people that call in, they get it.
Yeah.
They get it. So we need those phones to ring 210-486-5796. An easier way to remember that also, 210-486 KSYM. So 210-486-5796, or you can always go online to KSYM.org. And if you're kind of on the fence, if you're listening to us right now and you're thinking, maybe if it's tugging at you a little bit, if you got that tug, go ahead, call in, make that pledge. And I know, sometimes it's a lot of people, they're in different financial situations. So you
$2, $5.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. We are willing to take any donations, but we also like to show you our appreciation, and that's why we have the T-shirts at $35 for a $35 donation, or your Fiesta pin at $7 donation. But if you only have $2 and you're just like, I'm autistic, and I really believe in this guy right here, DJ Screw, DJ Spectrum.
Yeah, I'm wearing the jersey. You're probably
I keep looking at it, but DJ Spectrum, but stick figure DJ Spectrum. But you have a common bond with him. Well, your donation helps him be able to practice and learn on proper equipment, on equipment that's not falling apart or being held together by tape, right?
Yeah. I mean, I could tell this college, like, the funds go to the college because we got all this fancy stuff like Pro Tools. Like, I ain't never used Pro Tools before this class.
Yeah.
Like, I was in Maryland, I was in Fort Hood doing, like, film editing. We never used Pro Tools.
Yeah.
Like, audio editing, we never used Pro Tools. Like,
and Premiere Pro on the editing.
Yeah.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah,
and do you feel like when you get out there, you're going to be prepared no matter what is put in front of you because you're...
Yeah, but I still feel a lot more comfortable with CapCut.
Oh, well, I don't even know what that is.
This is probably the best free video editing software. I don't know. I probably broke the law by saying that.
No. Well, hopefully nobody was listening that would try to hurt a college student.
Yeah. Hopefully no snitches are listening. I don't like snitches.
Okay. Well, please, guys, call us here at KSYM at KSYM.org on the internet, or you can call us at 210-486-KSYM or 5796. And remember, if you're driving, we don't want you to have an accident. So, you just call out to Alexa because we have all of this new technology.
Yeah, Alexa.
Yeah, so say, Alexa, KSYM. Get a hold of them on the phone. What are we playing next?
Up next, we got Cosmic Fringes by Paul Weller.
.com.
Hi, it's us again on KSYM 90.1 San Antonio College Radio. I'm your host at our DJ Spectrum, also known as Stick Figure, with Kandy K.
And Melissa Vega with News 4 and Fox San Antonio.
What do you want to say? I mean, I'm freaking out because the light's just going off for you, DJ.
I don't know. Thanks for all the pledges and the donations. You're helping people with social what's the proper politically
Social
correct term?
anxiety.
Social disabilities.
Yes.
Yeah, you're helping people like me get out there more. Like I said, if you're autistic out there and you want to find a confidence boost that'll boost your confidence, make you more confident, I don't know, do what you did. Like, I'm not saying go out there and buy a DJ Screw jersey, but what I am saying is find something that boosts your confidence. Like, something that, like, makes you feel like, I don't know, when I got my jersey, I felt invincible when I wore it for the first time. Like, even before I got the very first compliment in it, I just, like,
You're looking in the mirror stunting?
Like
Like,
that's
look
me.
at me! Look at my jersey!
Find something that'll boost your confidence. And I'm about to get another confidence boost, and I'm about to get blades for my car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
So I tried to find Gitano G25s, 20 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's selling them.
Right.
Like I even talked to like an old head from around here. I was like, man, do you know where I can find like Gitanos? He's like, oh, well, there's this shop like right down the street from your college, and maybe they're well connected. Like they could probably get you some. So I went to that shop. They called around like 10 different locations, and they couldn't find them. So I'm gonna have to settle with Helos.
Oh, well, Helos is not bad.
Yeah, they're not.
You mean you can't find those on eBay or anything?
I can't find 20.
I know, right? You think?
I feel like you could find anything on eBay.
I can't find 20-inch Gitanos anywhere. But if you or somebody you know, this is an all call. If you or somebody you know has Gitanos with a universal 5-bolt pattern, please hit me up on Instagram 301_Sticc STICC_254.
And if you know where to find those, you probably have a fat bank going on
I know there's
and
a lot of them in
pockets.
Houston, but
And you know what? If you do, please make sure you call us. What are they doing? What are we doing today?
we're doing a pledge drive for KSYM to help people like me get proper equipment to learn how to do stuff in the proper professional editing world that isn't making TikTok edits on CapCut.
Yeah. And you could call us at what number?
210-486-5796, or better, 210-486-KSYM or KSYM.org.
Yes, and we're standing by, and we're really appreciating how many people have already called in, and that says a lot about you, sir, and a lot about you, ma'am.
It's so exciting. I love seeing the little light go off because it's like, yay, people are calling. Radio matters.
It's like a strobe light.
Yeah, it's like a strobe light. We're over here dancing over here with the strobe light. And also, guys, when you do call in, remember that $35 donation will get you that beautiful KSYM Radio Matters t-shirt. It is a black t-shirt, but it has the colors, the lime green and the turquoise, and it's just such a beautiful shirt. So you will get that shirt at the $35 donation. We also have the Fiesta medals at $7 that also mimics the shirt as well. But remember, anything that you want to give, if you want to give $2, $5, $10, because at the end of the day, everything adds up. It all adds up. So
it's so awesome, and we just had an unbelievable donation. And
shout out to John Myall for the $265 donation.
Thank you.
$265. That's a lot.
Yeah, that means radio matters, because if it didn't matter, we wouldn't have him bringing these kind of donations. Thank you so much, John. We really appreciate you, and we think you really care about us, and we really care about you listeners out there. We really do. I mean, we have a great time in here, and it's all fun and learning, this learning experience that we're having here. I mean, it's pretty neat because, like you said, we're learning on things that we never even knew that existed, right? Did you know any of this existed?
No.
I mean, like when I thought about doing radio, or I thought about film, I didn't understand how much was involved and what it was. And what I really love is it doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter what you have in disabilities. This school is so about their community and about their students and all of the things that may be hindering you from joining. the college, and they take care of that. We have an advocacy center, we have a veterans center, we have a women's empowerment center. We have so much going on. If you're a student that found yourself without a home, so many things that we are getting here is what you deal with in your different things that you talk about with all the different charities and 501(c)s that you talk about when you are hosting Focus on South Texas, right?
Absolutely. And that's the thing. I mean, at the end of the day, we are all here to serve. It's all about community. It's about giving back. Mm-hmm. And I love the fact that the students here at San Antonio College, and I know that the people listening, they can't kind of see where we are, but I mean, this is really nice equipment that students are able to learn on, and it's just a matter of keeping it going. It's keeping it going for the future generation.
And the future of all people. Like you said, with the autism, there's so many different things that you come in here with a PTSD, you come here with all, but this program, especially radio, TV, and film, it's about art. It's about expressing yourself in a healthy way, right? I mean, like, there's a healthy way to express yourself. Like, you said you get angry about things easily, right? Or you might get overwhelmed easily. And you could react in a way that, instead of reacting in a way where you're mean to people or mean to yourself,
I just freak out.
But instead you're able to kind of channel that, right?
Yeah.
With here at KSYM, and they give us that room, even in class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm learning how to edit. Like, I don't know. I think I'm doing I got 2 classes. I'm making something for Fred Stock for 2 classes.
Yeah.
Like, one I'm making like a real getting filmed commercial, and the other is in the one I think you're in, where we're
doing our little 30-second commercial for Fred Stock.
Yeah.
And Fred Stock is our free Fiesta event. That, by the way, Fred Weiss is the reason why, or that's what this Fred Stock was named after. It's a free concert. And we have Grupo Metal featuring Chris Perez is going to be here, which, for those of you out there that don't know, that was Selena's widow. And he really loves his community. And so did Selena. God rest her soul, rest in peace. But, she would have loved this. I mean, she would have been here for sure. In my mind, she would have been here for sure. But we had this kind of music going on at Fred Stock. And see, our students, Fred Stock is a live concert, just like any other professional concert. But all the equipment and the students are using all of the equipment that your donations help fund. And we have another one here. Another one came in.
Another 3-digit donation. Shout out to Ray for the $100 donation.
Ray!
Yes. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you for the Benjamins, Ray.
Yes. Thank you for the Benjamins. And we hope to see you at the Fred. What DJ Spectrum was talking about right now is he's learning how to actually shoot a commercial for that event. He's learning also how to make a 30-second radio presentation for that event. And so what do you remember about what your presentation shows, your commercial?
I don't know. So for the commercial one, I'm not really doing anything with the editing. It's I forgot
straight announcing it.
Yeah, I forgot what the class is called, but
radio
but I did
production.
I did go into the studio here and get in front of the green screen. For the other one with Donnie Mills, I just talked and did Pro Tools. I actually think I kind of knew Pro Tools before all this, just because when I was outside DC, I hung out with a couple rappers and they would use Pro Tools to edit their things. So it's like,
but you didn't know what was really going on.
I wasn't really paying attention to it. It was kind of just I was in the studio. They were having fun. We were having fun. Cool.
Right.
I was really like, oh wow, this is Pro Tools. This is what applications they use.
Yeah. And then when you're doing the filming, we're actually using professional film.
Yeah. Like, I went into a little black area. They turn on, it was pitch black. They turn on the lights. It's a green screen and a camera. They got the microphone. I got standing on a white X.
Yes. You kind of know something about that, right?
Yes. And that's the thing. I love listening to you guys because it's just, you're learning and experiencing and having so many different experiences, and that's a part of it, growing and just cultivating your craft,
right.
and just gaining those skills. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. But we have to have the money to keep it going, right?
Absolutely.
And we love those donations that have been coming in. So thank you to Ray for your $100 donation. And thank you to John for your $265 donation. Wow, this is just amazing to see the people calling in and being supportive of the pledge drive. And remember, you can make a pledge right now if this is something that you are listening and it's kind of tugging on you. Okay, let me go ahead and make that call. Remember, any donation counts. It does not matter. Just call in with a pledge, 210-486-5796, or you can always go online to KSYM.org. Remember, $7 will get you an amazing Fiesta medal that you can wear, or you could maybe trade it out. A lot of people do that medal trading.
Yeah. And you know what else? I don't think we mentioned, you guys are hearing some commercials of some unbelievable community business owners that have donated things also for you to talk about when you call and do your pledge. You can talk about different things that might be available to you for your pledge. And thank you to those business owners. We really appreciate that you're willing to donate things so that we can stay on the air, so that we can keep the lights on. We just had the tower go down not too long ago. And we had to replace that. And that comes out of all of the pledges from our last pledge drive. That's what was paying for this problem, and it just kept going. And you know how it is with construction, any type of construction.
Oh, yes.
You pull the wall off and there's mold.
Right,
And now
right.
you have a whole nother thing going on.
I thought it was just this problem. No, you got now this, and this.
Yeah,
no.
so it was up and down, up and down. And so we need your donations at 210-486-5796 or
210-486-KSYM or KSYM.org.
yes. What's coming up next?
What's coming up next? Wide World by Nick Phoenix.